In this video, I'm going to talk about removal of unwanted fat. What are the areas that we might be having unwanted fat? We can have unwanted fat in our double chin, or it might be the upper arm, it might be the tummy or the abdomen, it might be the thighs, it might be the loin area. So you can have unwanted fat in those areas, and if you want to get rid of them so that you can have a nice contour to your shape, what do we do? There's a method called liposuction. You might have heard this. What do we do in liposuction? Under anesthesia, we can remove that unwanted fat by using a tube or a catheter and aspirating it. So that is one way of doing this. You can do it in the abdomen or the tummy. Under the fat under the skin can be removed this way, or it might be the double chin. It might be anywhere where you want unwanted fat. There's another method, and that is called cryolipo, or freezing fat, or it's also called fat freezing. Now, how do we do that? Now, if you take a fridge, we know the fridge has a freezer, and we put water in the freezer. What happens? The water freezes. That is how we get our ice cubes. So if you put fat, say for instance, if you put a chicken in there, the fat freezes in the freezing compartment of the fridge. Now let's say there's an extension of your freezer, and with that you can apply freezing to your tummy. What will happen to the fat under the skin, what we call the subcutaneous fat? That will freeze. When the fat freezes, the fat cells die. When the fat cells die, what happens? That dead fat gets absorbed, and therefore there's a reduction of the fat under the skin. So you can get rid of fat by that method too. That's the method number 2. Are there other methods? Yes. There are a certain type of injections that you can inject into the fat. For instance, let's say the double chin. You can inject a certain injection, certain medication, and that dissolves fat. So when it is dissolved, it gets absorbed, and of course you might have to repeat it, because every time you do the injection there's a certain amount of reduction of fat. You might have to repeat, but that's a different issue. But it can be done by injecting this medication into the fat. So as now we have discussed, there are different ways of removal of unwanted fat, and you can certainly come and speak to your doctor about them, and doctor should be able to choose what is best for you.